Hello ENC students, this is your professor Michael Bloomingberg, and the purpose of this video is to give you a walkthrough of the course syllabus. So what you might want to do is go ahead and have a copy of the syllabus in front of you, and as you do so, we'll go through the syllabus together on the video, and you can feel free to pause this or do what you need to the video. The purpose is just to make sure you understand what's expected from you according to the syllabus. So this is ENC 90, and you were placed in this course contingent upon your scores on the compass. So this is the first of a 2-semester sequence of transitional writing courses. The purpose of this class is to get you ready for English 101, which is the credit-bearing course that you need as part of your writing requirements. So that's just a little bit about the class. The thing I want to let you know as far as textbooks and materials are concerned, you're not actually buying a physical textbook other than this one. I can get it into camera view here. It's Wes Moore's The Work. This is my copy of the book. So that's the only actual hard copy that you're buying. The other thing that you're buying is a code, which there's information in Blackboard on the Start Here tab that will help you purchase that code. And once you purchase the code and you get signed into My Writing Lab, that will open up the ebook for you, and we will be using the ebook starting the second week of the semester. So please note that. And the ebook's called The Right Stuff, which we'll be working with. And of course, Wes Moore's The Work. You do need to begin logging into My Writing Lab this week. Even if you haven't purchased your code yet, and the code is what you need to get registered, but even if you haven't, you can log in using what's called temporary access. And so either way, you need to go ahead and begin the process, and there are some videos in the Week 1 folder that'll help you with getting registered for My Writing Lab. My name is Michael Bloomingberg. My contact information is listed on the syllabus. I teach for Somerset Community College. I teach at the London campus. My office phone is listed along with my office hours, but the best way to contact me is by email, and I have put my email address on the syllabus for you. Division Assistant is Tammy Woodall, and Associate Dean is Kim Kleberg. Their information is there should you have the need to use it. One thing you want to make sure that you have is an active KCTCS email account. You obviously should have one of those because it's the same username and password you use to log on to Blackboard. But I do post announcements from time to time in the class, and when I do, I send it to your email. I try not to overwhelm you with it, but I do like to do that from time to time. As far as competencies go, they're listed on the syllabus, and we'll definitely work through all 4 of those. But the central question in the class is, how can I prepare for English 101 college level writing? And we have some fundamental and powerful concepts which include going through the writing process, an awareness of audience and purpose, unity and coherence, a command of grammar and mechanics, how do you source and documents and document information, critical thinking, that's so key to everything we do, and reading critically. Of course, you'll have to do some of that in the class. This is all in adherence to the SEC QEP, or Quality Enhancement Plan, and that information is on the syllabus. I'll let you look at that. First week's work required. It is super important to make sure you begin working this week on the class. All students who have not shown any work progress in the first week will be recorded as no-shows and potentially removed from the class. So you need to get started right away with the syllabus quiz, and there are also discussion board assignments that you can be working on. You do not need your code to be working on those, and I'll send an announcement soon to let you know that. Our class, since it is online, we go week by week. So each week I will upload a new series of assignments for you to complete. I generally do that Sunday night or into Monday morning, afternoon, and you'll have until the following Sunday to complete that work that's due that week. So it's imperative that you check Blackboard frequently. Online course information. An online course requires a great amount of self-motivation and regulation. It's really important that you follow the syllabus and the weekly calendar. You will be held accountable for following all directions, meeting all deadlines, and understanding all policies. No exceptions there. With an online course, I always do think it's best to try to plan ahead if you can. Technology is wonderful, but sometimes it can be unpredictable. Sometimes computers crash and things like that. So I always encourage students to try to get work submitted at least one day before the actual due date. That way it gives you time to plan in case something happens. If you run into any problems, you need to email me. The email you send will have a timestamp so that I'll be able to see that you're addressing your problems within an appropriate time frame. I put on the syllabus that you must check your KCTCS email on Blackboard at least 3 or 4 days per week. That's really a minimum. I would like for you to at least check it that much. If you check it every day, that's great, but at least 3 or 4 days per week. Okay. Section 2 gives the grading criteria in the class. Paragraphs writings are worth 40% of your grade. My writing lab's worth 20%. Your Blackboard discussion board postings are worth 15%. Class assignments are worth 10%. And participation's worth 15%. Grading scale is listed ABC. MP might be a little different for some of you. That grade represents making progress. It is not a failing grade, but it's not a passing grade in the class. It just means that the student demonstrated some progress, but more work needs to be done, so it would require a repeat of the class. Writing guidelines are listed. I want you to follow those very closely. I do expect for you to adhere to those. That's 12-point Times New Roman font, double spacing with 1-inch margins on top, bottom, left, right of the page. Now I have put a video in Start Here for help format. You might want to check that out if you're a little unclear of how you need to set up your assignments. Section 3 is the general education requirements. I won't go too far into that. They're there. You can look those over on your own. The ADA statement, I will take the time to go over that. As per Section 504 of the Vocational Rehabilitation Act of 1973, and the Americans with Disabilities Act of 1990. If accommodation is needed, please contact the Office of Disability Services. At Somerset Community College, that person to contact is Mary Petrie. I have put her information on the syllabus. If, however, you're at a different KCTCS college, you might want to check with your school to see who you would need to contact for the Office of Disability Services. Academic dishonesty. All students are expected to complete their own work. That is to say, you should not cheat, plagiarize, or work in collusion with another student. And I have placed a link in the syllabus if you want to check out the Student Code of Conduct. There are disciplinary proceedings that will result if you're caught being academically dishonest. Numbers 3 and 4 are more for students who come to the college, but I did include those because I know some of my online students also take ENC classes. Number 5 is about safety and security. You might want to look into SNAP. That's the Safety Notification Alert Process. If you have a cell phone and do much texting, it's a wonderful program that keeps you up to date on delays, cancellations, that kind of thing, if you are an ENC student. Starfish we've been using for about 1.5 years now, and throughout the semester I will be asked to complete 3 separate surveys that will give feedback to each student in my class, and that's just to gauge your academic progress. If things are going well, you'll get a kudo that just says, job well done, keep up the good work. But if you're missing any assignments or you're not being an active participant in the class, I will send out that alert and let you know that as well. And if you come to the Somerset Community College campus, any of them, the campuses or centers, they're all tobacco free. So I wanted to note that on the syllabus as well. But I think that's pretty much gives you everything you need to know about the syllabus. For the syllabus quiz, just make sure you look over everything carefully. It's all on the syllabus there. Email again is the best way to contact me if you have questions. Go ahead and get started on the work. You don't need the code right away. You do need it soon. But if you're waiting on that to come in, you don't have to wait to get started. Look forward to working with you this semester, and I hope this syllabus video has been helpful. There will be more videos to come in the future. So good luck during your first week of the semester.